And you said those free speeches and those really discounted speeches helped you a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
Well, I mean, several reasons. Like, you only get better at speaking by speaking. So it's not like, you can practice in a room for sure, but the energy of a crowd, the back and forth of a crowd, the ability to actually, when it's time to go, when your adrenaline is pumping and you're excited and all that, there's nothing like it being on stage or speaking in front of people. So it's hard to practice those emotions, a game day. And no one's gonna pay you to practice. So you got to go and do those free speeches. You got to go and just put yourself out there and take whatever you can because you're practicing. Otherwise, you're practicing on their dime. And you don't want to be practicing on their dime because you're not going to feel comfortable about it. You're not going to feel like I'm doing the right thing here because I'm practicing on someone paying me. The pressure's too high. I get paid. Sometimes right now, I'll do a gig where they'll fly me out. They'll pay. The high schools pay a different amount, but the corporations pay a higher amount, and that's understood. High schools and universities that I work with are nonprofits and students, and it's more work that I'm passionate about. But my leadership development that I work with corporations, they'll pay $7,500 for a keynote talk. Someone for an hour and a half is paying you $7,500. There's a lot of pressure on that, There's pressure to perform, and then people say, "Oh, that's so sweet. They're paying you that." I'm like, yeah, but now you got to deliver $7,500 worth of value in an hour and a half. Good luck. That is hard. That is harder than give me 2 weeks to deliver $7,500 worth of value. Well, yeah, 2 weeks. I could take you through every module on leadership and development and team dynamics and actually do one-on-one coaching with your team. And I'm comfortable with. But now I've got to deliver both an emotional and engaging story that leaves with practical insights that can impact your work at a return on investment of higher than what you paid me. There's a challenge, right? And speaking is this art form, and it's not directly in marketing and social media, where you can track the analytics of okay, we did this Facebook ads campaign and it resulted in this. There's no, that. So really having that. So anyway, so doing the free speeches, 1, was great to build your own content, your own practice. 2, get your name out there. Go and deliver free content to get as many under, because if you are great, the only way you know you're a good speaker is not the praise that you get after a speech, because everyone always praises you. The people always "Oh, great speech. Oh man, that was fantastic. Thanks for coming out." Is if you get a referral. If your business starts getting referrals, that's how you know you're a good speaker. It's the only genuine indicator. Otherwise, people know how scary public speaking is. I mean, I don't know if the statistic is actually true that public speaking is the most feared thing in the world. I don't know if that's fake news or... I mean, I've heard it. We've all heard it. But for some reason, I doubt it. There's definitely scarier things. But that's just me. That's me, right? But, people won't give you that. So 1, you want referrals. You want your name to get out there, right? Tons of my speaking bookings have come from... There's nothing more than, I heard him speak and he was great. That one line, hearing it from someone else, is better than your website and your video and all the marketing stuff that you have. But that's it. The trust of another individual. I heard him speak. He was great. I've booked so much on those words, right? And then the other part was I always got to try new content. Whenever I'm practicing new content and new things, I love having a free audience, an audience that I didn't have, that isn't paying me. I'll go and try new content. So if it's mediocre and it's a 7 out of 10 instead of my 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 performance, it's okay. I don't feel bad about a 7 out of 10. I tried some new material, right? Tried to practice some stuff. But I've been at this for 6 years, speaking for 6 years, and only is it now, something that I do full time. It's been something that I've done on the side for a very long time. And it's something that doesn't necessarily need to take you as long as it did for me, because I was, still working other jobs. I was still working as an entrepreneur. I was doing all these other things. But I've only recently started to take it that seriously. A lot of people keep it as a side thing for life because they enjoy it and they love it, but they don't want it to be their full-time thing. And to me, I'm a speaker, but I'm also a trainer, a consultant, so it's part of my larger business model, right?